Well, greetings everyone, and welcome to another video. This video brings me back down here to the Parkerford and Linfield area to another desilting basin. I am at what is called now the Linfield County Preserve, which is just below the Saratoga Preserve. And if you saw my other videos from up there, when I was there last with RJ, we went in search of a weir that was used to raise and lower the water out of the desilting basins for when they dredged the Schuylkill River to remove all the silt from it and everything. So learning more about these desilting basins, I discovered there are a total of 11 of them. And this is one that's on the list for me to come down here and document. There's also one down in Phoenixville that I'm going to be checking out at some point. There's also one below that down around what is called St. Gabriel's Curve down there. And there are also more up in the area of Reading. So I got to do some research on the ones up there and make sure they're all on public land and everything. And if they are, I'm going to be going there and exploring them and seeing if we can find the weirs. So I don't know if we're going to find a weir here today. I did my research, looked on old aerial maps, and did the best I could to see if there's anything there. There were like a little couple blips in the old aerial photographs and everything, so we're going to check it out. And I'll put an image up right now from Google Maps. This is going to be a current image of the area that I'm exploring. We're also going to be looking for other remains here. Obviously, the Schuylkill Canal went through this area, and you're going to see parts of that in just a minute because I actually drove past that on my way in here. This is also right off the Schuylkill River Trail, which I was here twice already. I was here in September, and I was just here recently, and those videos will be popping up there in the corner of the screen. So this area here is used for hunting, but hunting season is done and over with for now, so it's pretty safe to be walking on the grounds here without having to worry about disturbing the hunters or anything. So let's get started and see what we find in here. Okay, so right up there you can see the crossing for the Schuylkill River Trail where those signs are up there. And this is Anderson Road, and you come back here and it turns into a dirt road, and then eventually it's a dead end and turns into private property. So parking back here is at a premium. You can only get about maybe one or two vehicles parked back here, but as you come back, right there is the Schuylkill Canal, and you can see the water laying in there and all kinds of tires and whatnot. And here it is on this side of the road, right up through there. So we're going to see if we can get any closer to it once we're inside the desilting basin. And then here is the dirt road, and the little parking area is just on the other side of those bushes there. But yeah, that sign down there, as soon as you get to that pole where the sign is, it turns into private property, and there's no parking over here either because this is all for farmland and everything. So we're going to walk in there and start exploring, see if we can find any remains. So as soon as I came in from the parking area, which is right over there, walked in the trail, I noticed this thing in here, but this is too modern. This looks like a storm drain that was used to put in the street, put a grate over top of it or whatever. But there's looked inside of it, there's no holes or anything, or going down, or any drainage in there and everything. So this was probably just placed here at one time and forgotten about. And those things that are over there are just concrete barriers, so nobody would drive in here or anything. So first thing I found, but not related to the basin. When I came in, just walked a couple feet further, there you can see the wall there for the desilting basin and where they took it out here, and right over there is the other part of the wall. So if I find a way to get up on there, and if I'm able to walk around, we'll try and get up there. walk the wall, and it may be a little bit easier to find one of these weirs, but I have a funny feeling that it's going to be back in that back corner back there somewhere. So I may be right or I may be wrong, but we'll find out. So as I'm walking back here, this one here, I don't know if this was actually part of the basin here, but I'm noticing there are a lot more bigger rocks on the ground here than what there were at the Saratoga desilting basin, or the one that's up in Union Meadows East that I also was up there and videoed, and that'll be popping up there in the corner of the screen as well. So not quite sure if this was part of it here, that they had these rocks that lined the bottom of the basin here, but you can still see the wall going around there. Can't see anything in the back there yet, and from the looks of it, it might be pretty thick back there. So we'll venture on and see what else is there. I found an area here where I can climb up and get on top of the wall here and look around a little bit more, but right there, yep, that is all coal silt right there that I am finding. So definitely have some remains left here from when this was in operation. So we're on top of the wall now of the basin, and looking down right there, there is the remains of the canal, and it is heavily overgrown down there. So we will not be venturing down there, and this is probably all we're going to see of the canal, because this is going to eventually turn and go to the right, and the canal is going to continue straight on and head up into the village of Frickslock. So came back down off the wall because it looked like it was going to get pretty thick up there with thorns and everything. So I figured I'd venture down and see if I can find a better route to the back here. And I came into this clearing, so we'll see how long this is going to work for me. But where I'm standing right here, all along here, this is nothing but coal silt in here. In the center of the desilting basin now, according to the maps I brought up in my GPS location, and just looking here, it's probably going to be like the one in Saratoga, up at Saratoga. If there is one here, it's not going to present itself until we're all but on top of it. Yes, you do find junk again walking around. This time this is what I believe it is a dryer from the looks of it there, that somebody tossed back here, and obviously has been here for a while because it is rusting away. This is really getting thick back here, but I don't know, looking back through there, I see what appears to be, and again, we're in the woods, and a tire should be right back through there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but yep, finding tires in the woods as always. There's a look at the tire that was stuck wherever it is on these dead trees here, but can't see if there's any markings on it as to the manufacturer of it. So I'm getting closer to the back part of it because I am starting to see where the back wall of this basin is along the river. But again, it is really thick back here. And if it's here, it's going to be well hidden. And not seeing anything yet. The only thing I did see was a fox that I chased out, and he ran up the wall there and down the other side. But so far, no signs of one. All right, I am at the back of it here, and there is no signs of a weir, but plenty of coal silt that I see on the side of the wall there. So time to backtrack here, see if I can find a way to get up on that wall and walk around and look a little bit more, because I am not hacking my way through all these thorns that are here. And located the river, which is right down there, and through the trees, I'll zoom in, you can see right there, you can see one of the, I believe that's the pumping station there for the Limerick power plant, which is right there. And that's probably where they get some of the water for the power plant there. So there is a trail down here. I'll venture down there and see where that goes along the river here, and see if maybe if it'll lead me to where the Weir would empty out into the river. So we'll venture down there and find out. So I got to backtrack again because I brought up my map and checked the property lines, and that area where I was at, to go down on the other side, and actually that back corner of the desilting basin, if the map is correct, is owned by the Limerick generating station. So I am not going to venture on to nuclear power plant property. Better play it safe than sorry. But looking down through here, I just seen something pop up, but I'm pretty sure it's just a tree laying over down there. So we'll keep on pressing and see if we can find this thing. This area is so thick in here, it's not going to present itself until we're on top of it. But do you see it yet? I do. Right there. We'll zoom in here. But it is right there at the tip of my finger. So that looks like it's pretty thick through there. So we'll have to fight our way through that mess there. I did bring my machete with me in case I had to get through stuff, so hopefully it won't be that bad, but that sure looks like it to me from here. And it wasn't that bad bushwhacking to get through there, although getting out of here may be interesting yet. But so this will be Weir number 3 for me. So found the one at Union Meadows East, found the one at Sanatoga, and now I found the one here in Linfield. So it does have, this one looks like it's got the openings are open on the bottom. So maybe I'll be able to get over there and get a closer shot from the bottom, rather than trying to do what RJ does and scale across the thing. So not only is the Weir here, but yeah, there's a tire. Over there's another tire. So this is the most tires I found so far searching for these things. But this one is looks pretty good yet, but you can see this one actually has the cables on the side there, where you can see how they raised all these up to raise or water or lower the water level in the basin. I didn't see cables on the other ones I was at, but this one has some on it. Side here and show you what's in here, and I stuck my phone in here to grab a picture, but yeah, there's more tires inside there. So I can't get up here any further to stick my head in here. But yeah, somebody dumped their dumped their tires in this one, and I don't hear any water running through this one either. So here is the view from the top, and you can see where those wires are attached there, where they would pull the cement slabs up and down the sides of it. Even got a little pine tree growing right there. So this one had the rungs on it, and they were pretty sturdy, so I was able to climb up here safely, but I'm not going to venture out any further. Just wanted to get a view from the top here and show you what it looks like. All right, so got pictures of this, and I can get up the wall here and everything, so we'll get up to the top and see if we can get down to the other side and see if that part is part of the desilting basin, which I think it is. And we'll go over there and see if we can find where the water comes out. Made it to the top, and I'm in line with it, and looking down here, this is accessible to get down there pretty easily, so, and it is public land. So we're going to go down there and look for the clean out, which should be right down here in the bottom. Slid my way down the side of the embankment there, and there is the exit for it where the water would drain out. So this is about the same size as the one that's up in Saratoga, and there is some concrete here, but it doesn't look like, you know, maybe some there too. But looking down here, this looks like it's all dirt, so more than likely there's probably concrete underneath there, but over the years with the Schuylkill River here flooding and stuff, yeah, sediment and everything just washed over top of it. But so I can chalk this weir off the list. So there's one more for sure that I think I'm going to find, and that's the one down in Phoenixville, which will be featured in another video. But other than that, I don't know the remaining basins. Again, if there's any there, and if they're public land also, that I can get on and look for them. But happy to cross this one off the list. And more tires. There's one right there in the river, which obviously got washed down here at some point. You can't see it, but it's right there. So there's one there, and there's another tire, and another tire behind me on the hill up there. So yeah, I'm finding lots of tires here today. So I'm going to take my chance here and follow this trail, which looks like this is used by dirt bikes, and see if this will take me down to an area where I can climb up the wall up there again and bring me out close to where I parked, rather than trying to fight my way through all that other stuff when I came in here. So my gut instinct is paying off here. There is the ATV trail goes up the side of the wall there, but look at all that silt that's at the top there. Even here at the bottom, there's a bunch of silt. So I'm going to climb up there, and hopefully there will be an opening on the other side that will lead me back to my car. So it did bring me to the top, and there's a broken shovel over there, so that might be there for the ATV riders if they get stuck in all this coal silt that's here. This is the most that I found in one area. This is just covered with silt, but not looking too promising there. But I'm going to go and follow this the ATV trail and start making my way over that way there, because that's where the car is parked. Another abandoned appliance in the woods here, or I should say in the field rather. So this one, judging by it, there's a condenser coil there and a compressor, so this was either a refrigerator or freezer of some sort. But probably should have trusted, went with my first instinct coming back, because it looks like there's a nice path going out towards the vehicle instead of taking the long way around, which I usually do. But you never know where these things are going to be in these basins. But so far with the 3 that I found now, they are always on the backside closest to the river is where they have them, which would make sense if you want to drain water out of this thing. So back to the beginning, which was a heck of a lot easier than going in. But yeah, I should have just trusted my instinct and just walked straight back that way, and I would have found paths that would have been a lot easier to get back there to the Weir, because it's back there in the back corner, almost in the same exact area that the other ones are. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that video there of the Linfield County Preserve and the Weir that I found there. Like I said, I got some more to locate, and hopefully I can locate the rest of them. But thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. If you did like the video, please give it the thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button down there and ring the bell if you want to be notified when I upload new content to YouTube. And thank you to all the subscribers and the followers, not just on here, but the other social media platforms out there as well. So until next time, it's have a ball and do it all. We'll see you soon.